Alright, hello and welcome back everyone. So, what was it? I believe this past weekend we had a top 8 tournament over at Collectible Exchange. It was the end of the season, so for the IERC, the Inland Empire Retro Championship that we have between Gameology and Collectible Exchange, we wrapped up our season 2 just recently, and we had our top 8 play out. So I went into the event with a deck that I had never played before a day in my life, outside of like maybe online, and it actually performed about as well as I thought it would. It's just unfortunate that the deck also does have some very bricky hands. So I did copy the list. I'll go ahead and throw up on the screen right now. I believe from someone that participated in a huge event recently, and I just copied it verbatim and didn't really do any changes to it because I watched his video. I think it was up on Keegan's stream, and yeah, I just watched the video, watched maybe some of his videos, and then I just kind of played it from there. So if you couldn't tell from the thumbnail, it is Amaryllis with heroes. So I was playing the Stratos, the Dasher, as well as the Future Fusion, and yeah, no. So the deck is like as you can see, just completely verbatim from the deck list that he did with Keegan. I think minus the Scarecrow and minus the Botanical Lion. So you know, outside of those, we kept everything exactly the same. I think even he said, the person that made this this list even said that those were cards that he was thinking about cutting. So at least from like the monster, like the deck runs about as well as you would think. You know, here are your 5 traps. You got the triple karma cut, you have the mirror force and the torrential, and then for all the spells and traps, you know, once again, all verbatim, just net decked it entirely. We got 3 3 trade-ins, 2 miracle fertilizers. We have the 1 mark of the rose, 1 DDR different dimension reincarnation, 1 hidden armory, reasoning, which I absolutely really loved, especially when all my opponents didn't know what the fuck I was playing. Activating reasoning, and then they're just like and made like it took them like 4 minutes to decide what to choose, which is hilarious. We got a charge, burial, brain control, heavy storm, MST, and our future fusion. Okay, so before I go into the anything else, even though it is verbatim, I hated this package. Okay, I absolutely hated this package. I like in playtests that I did on, or like mental playtests that I was doing, as well as just doing test hands and stuff like that, I never really saw. I was always drawing like multiples, or like I would draw the Dasher with Future Fusion, or I would like very rarely did like this actually pay off the way that I think it was intended. So moving forward, I am definitely cutting all 3 of these cards for Amaryllis. It just did not work out the way that it was intended, I believe. And I think everything else about the deck list is fantastic, minus these 3 cards. But outside of that, the deck actually ran really well. I played Lightsworn, and what was it? Lightsworn, and then triple Blackwings in top 8. I ended up getting 4th in the event. I lost round 1 to Lightsworns, beat Blackwings, and then lost to Blackwings in the losers bracket. So for the side, you know, they had the consecrateds. At least in top 8, Aaron really didn't come up, unfortunately. but the consecrateds came up a lot, and I mean a lot. And also having the 1-for-1 in here for the consecrateds is just such a nice. I think I might apply this philosophy to other lists that I'm running that kind of just lose to Black Wings, and just have either double or triple, or probably just double consecrated light, a 1-for-1, as just like an additional way, if you don't draw into it, to just go ahead and discard and bring it out as like an additional summon. Like, I actually really like this idea of just having, especially since, you know, Black Wings are going to be and always will be just in every single like tournament. This package right here, fantastic, superb, and I definitely think I might be applying this to other decks that I play in the future for sure. And then outside of that, they also did have the Lightning Vortex. I signed this in multiple times. It never really came up. Now, mind you, I did play Lightsworn and then triple Blackwing, so you know, wouldn't be too useful. I also did have the Ancient Forests, which, yeah, no, never. Another thing that just never came up. I don't even think I cited them in, but I am keeping them in just because, you know, for locals, it's definitely going to be very much needed. Oh, actually, I lied. This is actually supposed to be on the side, I believe, or no? I think the Mirror Force is supposed to be in the side. Mirror Force and like MST, I think, right? Oh no, it was the MST. It was the MST was supposed to be on the side, and I put it in the main, so I think I made this a 41 card deck, and then put this into the side, because I was my round 1 opponent. I knew when he was going to be, I know how he sides, and I know that he puts in a lot of graveyard hate, and he'll run triple Crow, triple Soul Exchange, just so that way he can just make sure that you do not have a graveyard. So I put this in because I knew I was playing against him, and it never came up, honestly. It was just kind of like a dead hand, or a dead card in my hand most of the time. So I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I think I might cut it and put something else in, but just for the off chance, I think I'm going to play it in locals a couple times, test it out, and then we'll go from there. But I'm still a little iffy on this one. You know, we got the Double Decree. You know, this card is self-explanatory, just wins entirely versus Black Wings and Hero Beat for the most part. So yeah, those are gonna stay in. Skill Drain actually helped me a lot in my Lightsworn matchup. It helped a whole hell of a lot because it was just like I flipped the game 2 and it was just like, yeah, you can't really out my board and you can't really mill anything, so I'm just eventually just gonna burn you to death and win. And it was pretty good, pretty good. And then the last card that was in there is the One Dust Tornado. So yeah, that was really it. I will say though, I do really like this deck. I definitely think I'm going to be tweaking it a lot more. Some cards that I'm maybe considering putting in are Dark World Lightnings, as just a way to go ahead and deal with like set monsters, and it's additional, like it's a discard. I mean, if they chain it, of course you're not going to get the discard, but I think it's a nice little way to go ahead and deal with like set Raikos when you don't really have Titania out on the board yet. And it's also just a way to be like, oh, okay, they T-set pass, standby main, activate, target monster. If I have Dandy in graveyard or Dandy in hand, I can just be like, and then I can just pitch the Dandy when I destroy the monster, or even pitch like any of the other like plants that I don't really need. Like if I have an Amaryllis that's stuck in my hand, this is just a great way to go ahead and get that into the graveyard. I don't know. I'm looking for some, because I have those 3 spots open, so I'm looking for some stuff to go ahead and possibly put in to supplement those. But yeah, that's really it. Once again, huge shout out to the man that piloted this deck list to, I believe it was like top 8, or like, it was really high in a tournament, if I'm correct. Y'all can let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, no. Congratulations to him, and the deck's a lot of fun, and I'm definitely going to be dedicating some more time to it. And seeing as in, I think I've already not really perfected, but got my frog list pretty set. And so now it's going to be probably this. I need to get quick draw. I need to revamp my quick draw list. And then I'm cooking up some spice with a certain ritual monster in the format, which may or may not be coming soon-ish, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, no. Hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you all in the next video. Deuces.